So hi everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today we are diving deep into the fascinating concept of identity. This topic is directly coming from the book Think Like a Monk by Jay Shetty, and overall this book revolves around the concept of identity and our self-being. In short, I am making the series of the contents of this book by which you can easily implement these principles in your life. So have you ever stopped to ponder over the question like who am I? It is a question that goes beyond mere introspection. It is about understanding the essence of our being. And in this video, we will explore the profound idea that I am what I think I am and reveal the layers of identity that shape our life. So grab a seat and let's embark on this journey of self-discovery together. The first point in this video is understanding the identity. What is the meaning of identity? So identity is a complex interplay of various factors such as our beliefs, experiences, values, culture and social interactions as well as your social background. It is the lens through which we perceive ourselves and the world that is present around us. Our identity is not static, it is dynamic, it is not stagnant, it is evolving all the time. But at its core, what lies? The narrative that we construct about ourselves, what we think about ourselves. So it is the core of the identity, the narrative that we construct about ourselves, the stories that we tell about ourselves, about who we are and what we are capable of. So in short, identity is what you think about yourself at its core. What is the core of identity? The narrative that you construct about yourself, like I can do this, I can't do this. So this is about the meaning of identity. The second point is the power of self-perception. Henry Ford once said, whether you think you can or you think you can't, you are right. Obviously you are thinking that you are making a positive self-perception that yes, I can do this, and no, I can't do this. But at both the times you are right. It encapsulates the profound influence of our self-perception on our overall reality. Our thoughts have the power to shape our beliefs, behaviors and ultimately our destiny. When we perceive ourselves in a positive light, we exude confidence, resilience and a sense of purpose. And conversely, negative self-perception can hinder our growth and hold us back from reaching our full potential. So your self-perception should always be positive, not should be going in the direction of negative thoughts. Then the third point comes after the positive self-perception is challenging limiting belief. Now your self-perception is positive, but what happens when our self-perception is clouded by limiting beliefs? What are limiting beliefs? Limiting beliefs are the invisible barriers that we unconsciously impose on ourselves. The beliefs that undermine our confidence and self-worth, whether it is the fear of failure, the imposter syndrome or the notion of not being enough. So these beliefs can sabotage our aspiration and stunt our personal growth. However, by challenging these limiting beliefs, we can rewrite the narrative of our identity and unleash our true potential. So you have to just overcome these limiting barriers. You make your self-perception positive, but now you don't have to get over by the limiting beliefs. So this is about the third point. The fourth point is cultivating a growth mindset. At the heart of shaping our identity, what lies is the concept of growth mindset. The growth mindset term is coined by psychologist Carol Dweck. A growth mindset is the belief that our abilities and intelligence can be developed through dedication and the hard work. We all know that we can develop ourselves with dedication, consistent work and the hard work. So you should be always having a growth mindset. You should not be settled with whatever that you have today. And by embracing the challenges, learning from the setbacks and persisting in the face of adversity, we foster a mindset of growth and resilience. It is about reframing our self-perception from I can't to I can learn, from I am not good enough to I am a work in a progress man. So growth mindset is something like that. If you are assigned with a particular task and you don't know how to complete that task or how to work on that task, you should be not saying that I can't do this. You should be saying that I can learn it. I'm a work in a progress man. I will learn this. So this is about the growth mindset. You should always be having a growth mindset. The fifth point is embracing authenticity. Like true fulfillment comes from embracing authenticity, the unapologetic expression of who we are, devoid of societal expectation or the external validation. Okay, it is about honoring our values, our passions and works that make us uniquely ourselves. So you have to be authentic in your life, and when we embrace our authenticity, we cultivate a deeper sense of self-awareness and connection with others. And remember that authenticity is not being perfect, it is about being real, it is about who you are. And by embracing the authenticity, you can actually foster good relationships with the people, good connections with your colleagues, at your workplace, at your home, in your society, wherever you want. So you should be authentic in your life. So these are the 5 steps by which you can know what your type of identity is. So first, we understand the meaning of the identity. The second point, we understand the power of self-perception, what your self-perception should be or what your self-perception in a way to be. The third point, we understand what are the challenging beliefs or what are the limiting beliefs that clouds your self-perception. Okay, then the fourth point, we understand about the cultivating a growth mindset. Although now you understand how to challenge your limiting beliefs, Now you should be cultivating a growth mindset. And the fifth is embracing authenticity. So be authentic in your life. So what authenticity does, it helps you to establish good relationships with other people. So this is the fifth point, embracing authenticity. So by now you can just know what type of your identity is. But in order to know what your life is right now and what your life is going to be in the future, you have to audit your life. So there are more also 5 steps. So in the first part we discussed about the identity, how to know type of identity, and in the second part we will discuss how to audit your life. The first step in auditing your life is to reflect on your goals and the values. You have to take some time to ask yourself from your busy schedule, busy routine, what do I want to achieve, what truly matters to me. You have to write down your answers to the questions with honesty. It may give you some results, like maybe you have been drifting along without a clear direction, or perhaps your priorities have shifted over the time. And by clarifying your goals and the values, you will have a roadmap to guide your life audit. So when you will answer that questions, you will ultimately get your answers, what you should be doing in your life in order to be successful, or in order to be the person you wanted to become in the future. So this is about the step first, like you have to reflect on your goals and the values. The second step is assessing your relationships and the connections, the people who are you sitting with. So let's take a closer look at your relationships and the connection. Like, are your relationships fulfilling and supportive, or do they leave you feeling drained and unhappy? So you have to consider the people you spend the most of time with. Like, are they lifting you up or holding you back down? It is always essential to surround yourself with positive influences that align with your values and the goals. And remember, it is okay to let go of the toxic relationships that no longer supports you. So this is the main point here. Let go of the toxic people from your life who does not align with your goals or your values. So you should be better knowing what are the people that you are sitting with. The step 3 in auditing your life is reviewing your habits and the routines. So you have to dive into your daily habits and routines. Like, are your habits helping you move closer to your goals, or are they holding you back? You have to take an honest look at how you spend your time each day. Are there any habits that you'd like to change or improve? Maybe you want to incorporate more exercise into your routine in order to become physically strong, or perhaps you'd like to spend less time scrolling through the social media. Social media is full of clutter. I'm not saying that you should be just neglecting or just going off from the social media. I'm just talking about mindless scrolling. And by identifying the areas of improvement, you can actually make small changes that adds up to the big results. So this is the step 3 by that you should assess your habits and the routine. The step 4 in auditing your life is evaluating your finances and career. Yes, we talk about the values and the goals, then we talk about the relationships and the connections, then also we talk about in the third step, like you have to review your habits and the routines. But the fourth point is something about finances and career. In order to be a person in your life, in order to be any kind of person in your life, you should be assessing your finances and the career very wisely. Okay, like for example, so you are doing a job. Like, are you satisfied with your current job and the income level, or do you feel like you are stuck in a rut? You take a closer look at your budget. Like, are you living within your means, or are you overspending and accumulating debt? You have to consider whether your career aligns with your passions and long-term goals. If not, it might be a time to explore new opportunities or invest in further education and the training. You have to be very clever in order to choose your career or your job. Okay, so you have to be very clever in evaluating your finances and the career options. The step 5 is last but not the least is cultivating your self-care and well-being. Like, are you prioritizing your physical and mental health, or are you neglecting your needs in favor of other obligation? Remember that so self-care isn't about being selfish. It is essential for maintaining a balance and resilience in your life. So you have to make time for activities that nourishes your body, your mind and the soul, whether it is exercising, meditating, or simply enjoying a quiet moment alone. So these are the 5 steps by which you can audit your life, like what your life is right now and what your life is going to be in the future. So what are these steps? The first step is you have to reflect on your goals and the values. The second step is you have to assess your relationships and the connections, the people you are sitting up with. You have to assess them. The third point is reviewing your habits and the routine. How your habits and routines look like. Are they aligning with each other's or not, like with your goals, your values or not? It is about that. The fourth point is you have to evaluate your finances and the career. It is also important in order to sustain a good life. And the fifth last but not the least is your self-care and mental well-being. So you should not be overlooking all these 5 steps in order to hold your life. So in conclusion, we can say that you hold the pen to your life story. You have the power to shape your identity through the thoughts that you nurture, the beliefs that you hold, and the actions that you take. So dare to dream big, challenge the status, and above all, believe in the infinite potential that lies within you. So thank you for joining me on this journey of self-discovery. Until next time, stay tuned, stay safe, stay healthy. See you soon in the next one. Bye bye.